Welcome back to my channel, Julep's Garden. I live in North Carolina, Zone 7B. It's the month of September and we're gonna go check out what's in stock at Home Depot. And like always, if you want to stay up to date with any great finds I come across, make sure you follow me on my Instagram. I've brought my new little hat with me today. It is still very warm and the sun is intense here in North Carolina. We are looking forward to some nice crisp weather, hopefully coming soon. Okay, there was so much background noise in this clip. I'm going to do a quick voiceover. So this is stone crop. This is on my wish list of plants I want to add into my garden, hopefully next year when I get a little bit more sunlight. But this is a beautiful plant. I absolutely love the colors. It's $16.98 for 1.5 gallon size container. And look at this beautiful color. I love when it's in between this kind of lime green and pink. So beautiful, and I love the kind of type of leaves it has. Reminds me like of succulents. This is one of my plants that I'm really excited to add into my garden and maybe even use for like cut flowers. It is a perennial, so they come back every year. Here is another plant that is also on my wish list. I'm so excited to see this. So it seems like it's still just budded up, getting ready to bloom. But this is a Japanese anemone. I love this plant, and once I have my area ready for it, I have this whole idea of how I want to do like a little hedge with these. I just feel like they're so whimsical and dainty. Let's see, this is the Proven Winners Fall in Love Sweetly. This is also a perennial. It's going to come back every year. The really neat thing about this plant is that it blooms in late summer to early fall. So when everything else in your garden has started to fade away, then this would come in. So my plan is to have a hedge of hydrangeas, and so I would want this as a taller hedge behind it, so that when my hydrangeas are done blooming, I can get these wispy, magical, beautiful blooms. And there's different colors and varieties. This one likes full sun to part sun. I'm on the hunt for one that likes more part sun to full shade. But they are hardy in zones 4 to 8. And this one grows 20 to 26 inches tall. So this is such a fun plant. I'm really excited about adding this to my garden. Also, I read that it is deer and rabbit resistant, or they don't like it, so. And then speaking of rabbit resistant, this one is the one that my rabbits absolutely love. Well, they're not my rabbits, they're wild rabbits, but they love to eat. I bought an aster plant probably a year ago, or 2 years ago now, and they refused to let me see a single bloom. I lied. I did see one tiny bloom once, but they just love to eat it. This one is $9.98 and it'll grow up to 48 inches tall. With the beautiful colors, and they have it in white also. If you have an area you can protect, or you don't have a lot of rabbits around, it'd be a nice one. And look at these beautiful rows of Sharon trees. This one is my favorite. I always lean towards these purple tones. So this one is Rose of Sharon double purple, and it says it can get up to 10 feet tall. Hardiness to -20 degrees, and it's about $65. Even has a little ladybug on it, but here you can see the flower. So pretty. They still have plenty of these canna flowers. These are great if you like the tropical look to your garden. My mom has been looking for these, and in our search we have discovered that there is a perennial type and an annual type. So you'll want to make sure you get the perennial so you can get it each year. This one is $16.98 for 1.5 gallons. It gets up to 48 inches tall, and it says it blooms from late spring all the way to fall. Can you guys recognize what tree this is? This is a peach tree. So this one is $31.98. It says Peach Belle of Georgia tree. It said, of course, you're going to want full sun for something like this, but it can get up to 25 feet tall. So you definitely need some space. We also have this blueberry legacy shrub. It's about $29, but look, it says it gets great fall colors. So that would be great to get some fall interest, and you get blueberries. Okay, so if you have seen any of my other videos, you've kind of have an idea that my garden is full of shade and I have tons of trees. But my dream would be to one day find a little spot to put a fig tree. I think if I were to choose one, it would be the fig tree. I love figs. So this is the fig brown turkey. It says it can get up to 15 feet tall. It's deer resistant, which would be awesome. And it is hardy to 10 degrees. And then what I thought was interesting is that it is self-pollinating, so you don't need another tree to pollinate. It would provide fruit, and you can already see it has little baby figs. Let's see if we can look at this. It is $31.98. They also have the pear tree, and this one, it does say that it needs another tree to pollinate, so that's good to know. Let's see what other fruit trees we have here. This is the apple gala. Can get up to 30 feet tall, and an apple tree would be great too. And let's see what else we have here. This is a crab apple Indian summer, so it's an ornamental tree, and that one is $32. And they still have the proven winner summerific evening rose hibiscus. These come back every single year, and I hear that they always are gorgeous and beautiful. These are $24.98. They have a smaller size of the aster flower for half the price. These bigger ones were $9, and this one is $4.98. They also have this proven winners prairie winds desert plains. It's a perennial grass. It gets those little fluffy ends. $17.98. So they still have these proven winner caladiums, and I was just looking at this because technically it is an annual, but it also says, if you can see, they're adaptable as house plants. So even if you wanted to go ahead and get these and then you bring them indoors during the winter, you'll have them ready for next year. So $7.98. They still have a lot of sun patience for $7.98. I saw this at a distance and the bright foliage just caught my eye, and I came over to see what it is. So look at these beautiful little leaves. And this is a proven winner's Winecraft Gold Smoke Bush. So this starts out with these really bright green leaves, and then it turns into a beautiful deep chartreuse color. Isn't that gorgeous? This would be such a good addition for providing you with fall color also. And they have all the mums. I don't know why, but I never get tired of mums. Come fall, I'm always ready to buy some. But these are, let's see. This is the Garden Mum Bronze Orange, and it's $9.98 with a little container. This one is Garden Mum Yellow, and this one doesn't have a container, for $6.98. Here you can see some more of all this beautiful bright colors. I haven't quite decided what colors I want to use this year for my fall containers, but I do know that when you're picking out the mums, if you can find some that are not as open, so you would want to choose something like this that's still budded up, and that way you're guaranteed to enjoy the blooms as long as they'll be blooming. And they also have the smaller size of mums, $2.98. In case you're doing a little container and you want to add a little pop of mums, these would be perfect. Look at these huge containers. These would be perfect if you just want to do something simple. Put two of these at your front door, your entrance. And the containers actually look high quality. They're not, they're just plastic, but they look like a nice cement. $26.98. They're so beautiful. And look at this limelight hydrangea. It's in a tree form. It's $110. But just, I'm always amazed with these. Look at these blooms. They're so beautiful. Here are more of those containers that are already ready for you. I think they look beautiful and they make a big statement. We have tons of mums, all sorts of colors. Leave me in the comments what colors you guys are using this fall. Do you always go for the same ones, or do you switch it up each fall? I really like this color. It's like a pale yellow with white. So pretty. This is another thing I love to add into containers in the fall. I'm still not doing my fall containers because I'm waiting for it to cool off. We are still in the 80s and last week we were in the high 90s. So, but these are beautiful. I love this. Is the ornamental kale, and this one says it's $4.98. And then we have a slightly smaller size. This one is $3.98. Aren't they beautiful? With the mums. Look at this variety. So pretty. And then with the celosia, the pop against it, that would be a beautiful container. I've seen a lot of people putting celosia in their fall containers. Look right here. These three look pretty. Oh, and the celosia is $9.98, but you get like 3 plants in here. You could even divide them up. And they still have annuals. They have some vinca, $4.98. Some begonias, $4.98. Some white ones. Have more coleus, although they're flowering already. These need to be trimmed off. These little vinca containers, $14.98. Much more celosia and mums. I'm sorry, this is an aster, and these asters are $9.98. This is the prairie winds, desert plains grass we just saw earlier, but here I thought you could see more of the little blooms. Can you hear? There's like crickets in there. They also have prairie winds Niagara Falls, $17.98, and if you can kind of tell, the leaves on this one kind of fall over compared to this one. They're more spiky. They still have so much echinacea. These are huge number 3 containers for $19.98. Of course, fall is a great time to get all these perennials in, and they still look beautiful. Here's another limelight hydrangea. You can tell here in the south we don't get the pinkish color. They kind of just go brown. But look at the size of this thing. Oh my gosh. It's huge. This is the Vigoro brand Made in Grass, $16.98. Look how pretty and wispy. They also have a little lime, which is like a little version of the limelight hydrangea. This one is $34.98 for a number 2 size container. And we have more perennials here. This is Agastache for $9.98. Look at the pretty blooms. And then we have some ferns over here. Let's see. This is a $9.98. This is my favorite variety of ajuga with the purple and green tones. So beautiful, good ground cover. It does spread. And here we have a beautiful liriope. I love liriope. It's so easy. If you have an area you just don't know what to plant, you're not sure about the sun, this can do shade also, and it is great because it has these beautiful purple flowers. You can get different varieties. So if this one has this nice variegated leaf, you can do some just with darker green leaves. I love this plant. It's so easy. Oh look, and they also have the stone crop in a smaller size container, so this one's only $8.98. We have the Encore azaleas, which were originally $59.98 down to $39.98 for the 5-gallon. And we can see this is their Encore in the fall, blooming again. So beautiful. And they have different colors. This one is Autumn Sunburst. This one's Autumn Lily. And they have more of the Endless Summer hydrangea. So guys, this like a month or 2 ago, you can go back on my video, $8. I got like 6 of these. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see my plants. I got 6, I think 7, 8 bloomstruck hydrangeas, and I have big plans for it this fall, so make sure you subscribe so you can see what I'm doing in my garden. But I got them all for $8, and now they're back to regular price, $29.98. And the ones I got were not eaten up or dying. They were very healthy looking. And they also have a Summer Crush. Oh, this one's blooming. Look at this. So beautiful. But yes, they're back to regular price, so you need to follow me so you can stay up to date when the prices drop. And they have the original. This one is a bigger size. Let's see the price. $59.98. Here we have the Southern Living Sunshine Ligustrum. Beautiful bright green foliage, and look, they put it right next to this one, the Red Diamond Laurel Petalum. Look at that contrast, so beautiful. These are both $29.98. And this Laurel Petalum, it says mid-size, grows only 6 feet tall. It can do full sun to part shade. I have some by my driveway that I trim, and they just keep growing and growing. So this seems like a good size to me, about 6 feet. And then we have the Nandina. This is blush pink. This one also puts on a little show of itself on fall. So this is a beautiful one. This one only grows to 2 feet tall. And also $29.98. This is a different variety of the Nandina. This one is called Obsession. It seems like they got more inventory of the knockout roses, but these were also $8 a little while ago, and now they're $19.99. And here we have some gardenias. These are some of my favorite flowers too, $24.98. And this variety is the Garden Club from Home Depot, but it is frost proof. So it says it can handle up to -10 degrees. So that is very cold hardy. And this one can get 3 to 4 feet high and wide. Here they have 5-gallon crepe myrtles going down from $59.98 to $39.98. Now crepe myrtles usually get a good size, so you always want to make sure you don't plant them too close to your house. This one gets up to 20 feet tall and 12 feet wide. Also for the same price is the Center Stage Proven Winners crepe myrtle. So this one has this dark foliage. And they have the Pugster Blue Butterfly Bush. This one is a dwarf size. So if you don't have too much space, it says it only gets 2 feet tall and wide, which would be great. I have one and he gets so tall, I'm running out of space for him. I actually have 2. I'm trying to find where I can relocate them. These are $29.98, and they truly do attract butterflies. Mine are always covered in butterflies. It's so beautiful just to be out there gardening, and the butterflies are just flying above your head. This one is Pugster Pink. Look at this foliage. So this is an azalea also, but it's a proven winners variety. It's called Bollywood. And look at that. That would add so much interest to your garden. And it's $29.98. Oh, look at this. I had not seen that they have Oakleaf hydrangeas. So the technical term for it, they don't have Oakleaf here. They have Hydrangea quercifolia. But you see the leaves, you can tell that these are the oak leaves, and the Oakleaf hydrangeas are so neat because their foliage turns into a beautiful, look at this, like a burgundy color in the fall. So they also add a fall interest. Now, these do bloom on old wood, so you have to kind of be careful with trimming them and protecting them so the frost doesn't get them. I have two proven winner ones, and I am struggling keeping the little buds safe for the next year, but man, they are beautiful. And look, you can see the leaves starting to change. How much are these? These are $29.98. They also have the vanilla strawberry hydrangea. This one is $34.98. This is the Center Stage Crepe Myrtle Blooms. They have this Echo Brindabella Roses, Purple Prince Reblooming Rose. And this one says it gets up to 4 feet high and wide. These are $31.98. And they smell beautiful. They look really healthy too. They have so many different types of grasses. This one is the Muhly grass. Not sure how to pronounce that. It's M-U-H-L-Y. And it is cold hardy to -10, $24.98. Then we have the Miscanthus, also $24.98. And then over here we have another miscanthus for $24.98. Just a different variety, it seems. And then this one is the ornamental grass pampas, $24.98. They have these beautiful white drift roses for $19.99. They have a lot of these little English boxwoods called green velvet, $12.98, and it says these can get up to 5 feet tall. I am looking to maybe do a little hedge, but I need some that are only about 2 feet tall. This is already a green velvet that's a little bit bigger. This one's $39.98. Here we have a holly, or a false holly, goshiki, it says, an osmanthus. So these can get up to 42 inches tall, and they're $39.98 for the bigger size, and the smaller size is $14.98. So I thought this was interesting. This is a new gen boxwood. It's supposed to be resistant to boxwood blight, resistant to boxwood leaf miner, and deer resistant. $39.98. It gets up to 4 feet tall. It says it's a fast grower, 3 to 5 inches per year, and it can do part sun and shade. So I thought that was interesting. They look pretty. They have these false cypress for $14.98, and these get up to 6 feet tall. I hadn't seen this one before. He's kind of quirky. He is a Mugo pine for $12.98. So it can do sun and part shade. And over here we have the beautiful juniper blue star. These are $29.98. They like full sun, can get up to 3 feet tall. Cold hardiness -30. And beside it we have the regular juniper for $12.98. They also have so many pumpkins here for your fall decor. Let's see what they have. Here they have mixed heirloom pumpkins for $14.98. I love these green colors. They're my favorite. But I'm kind of waiting to go to the farmer's market and kind of see what they have. They always have some really neat stuff over there too. I'll make sure and take you guys along. These are white pumpkins for $9.98. The jumbo pumpkins, $18.98. These are beautiful. Small pie pumpkin for $98. Medium ones, $7.98. These are carving pumpkins for $10.98. And then the yellow pumpkins are $12.98. Let's see how much of these beautiful foliage plants are. Let's see. These are $19.98. And these little bags of different types of pumpkins, these are $5.98. I'm not sure what they're called. I know they're not pumpkins, right? They have another name. Let me know what it is, because I can't remember. They have little white ones too. These are $8.98. And before I head out, I do want to take a look at what little veggies they have for the fall. Okay, so now they have prices. Last time I went, I didn't see prices. This is a 6-pack of collard greens for $5.98. We also have broccoli packets for a 6-pack, same price. They have this Morris Heading heirloom cabbage collards. And then we have some cauliflower. And we have a few lettuce. Although they do recommend if you can do your lettuce from seed, I think it does better. I'm also going to be trying to get my fall veggies at the farmer's market, so we'll see what they have there. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and check out my other videos where you can join me on my journey transforming my home garden. I have lots of plans for this year. I'm really excited, so make sure you join me there. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.